Welcome to this class on Venn diagrams. What are Venn diagrams? Well, Venn diagrams are diagrams that we use to store information, and we can also use those diagrams to solve problems arising from incomplete information. So at times we can have questions that gives us information about how many persons did something, how many persons did not do it, and then we might be asked to find some missing information. So to help us to better represent that data so that it's easy for us to see what we know and what we don't know, we use Venn diagrams. So Venn diagrams are pretty easy and a straightforward way to solving questions in mathematics. So let's look at this example on Venn diagrams. It says 50 students were asked what they did last night. 16 said that they read a book. 41 said that they watched television. Now, if 7 said they did neither, that is, they didn't watch TV or read a book, how many of them did both? How many did both of watching television and reading a book? Such a question may seem difficult at first, but when you're able to represent this information in a Venn diagram, you will see how easy it becomes. So, in a Venn diagram, we make use of circles to represent the different options that are given in the questions, and we also make use of a universal set. So the first thing I'm going to draw for my Venn diagram is going to be my universal set. That is, inside this set is where everything is happening. Let's put it that way. All right, everything is going to happen inside this set, and I'm going to put this sign here, E, to show that this is a universal set. All right, forgive my letter E. So it shows that this is a universal set. Now, this universal set means everybody that is involved in this survey, this is where they are. And we are told from the question that they are in total 50 students. So this means the number of students in my universal set is going to be 50 students. Now, among these students, we are given options. So in your Venn diagram, it depends on what you are told to represent. That is what will determine what you are going to write in your circles. First of all, what are the options we have? We have people that either read a book or they watch television. So we have two options, right? So for my Venn diagram, this is what I'm going to draw. In a circle, I'm going to draw a circle that has just two options, which is this. Because what I'm dealing with is only two possibilities. It's either you read a book or you watch television. Those are the only two possibilities. And I'm going to label them. So let's say this first circle will be for those that read a book. I'm going to label it as B. And this second section will be for those that watch television, C. So these are the steps to representing information in a Venn diagram. Okay, now let's look at the question. We were told that the total number of students are 50. I've written it here, the universal set. Then 16 people read the book, which means in this circle for book, I'm going to write down the number 16. All right, 16 people read a book. 41 said they watched television. So in the circle for television, I'm going to do what? I'm going to write 41. All right. And then 7 said they did neither. So where am I going to put those 7 people? They are not going to be in any of these circles because they didn't read the book, they didn't watch television. So since they are still part of the students, they are still inside this universal set. I'll find somewhere outside the circles to put them. 7. So they will just be there. They are part of the universal set, but they are not among these two circles because they didn't do any of the activities that will make me put them in these two circles. The question has said, how many people did both? In other words, how many students watch both television and then read book? Where do you think in my Venn diagram I should place them? If you said this area, you are correct. So the area where the book and the TV overlaps, that shows the area where they did both things. So this is what I'm looking for. This is where I'll call it X. I'm looking for X, all right? And that is where it will be. So that X means, if you notice that anybody that is inside this X, the X is both touching the book circle, is also touching the television circle. That represents the people that did both. And that's what I'm told to find. All right. But before I proceed, there's something you must know. If this center of the circle is X, that means those that read book alone, for me to get those that read book alone, I'm going to have to subtract those people who read book and watch TV. I only need those that say, oh, it's only book I read. I'm going to minus it, those number of persons that did both. I don't want anybody that watched television to be in my book session. So I'm going to minus X. I'll do the same thing for the TV side. I will also minus X. That means those people that did both, meaning they also went to go and read book. I don't want them in my television side. So I will minus what is in the center from both sides. All right. So now with this, I can proceed. Now what I need to know is I'm told to find how many people that did both, which is my X, the one in the middle. One thing you should know about this set I've just drawn is that everything in this set, everything around this set must be equals to 50 students. So I can simply add up everything and it will be equals to 50 students. So if I say 16 minus X, this first circle, plus this next one, which is X, plus the next one again, 41 minus X, plus these 7 students outside that didn't do anything, I'm going to add them. All should be equals to 50. That's the meaning. All right. So if I collect like terms, I'm going to have 16 plus 41 plus 7. All right. Then if you notice these two items, minus X and plus X will cancel each other. All right. So I'm left with just this minus X here. So minus X is equals to 50. So I'm going to take this minus X over the other side and bring this 50 backwards. So I have 16 plus 41 plus 7 minus 50 is equals to X. So if I add up all of these, I think I'll have 16 plus 41 should be 57. 57 plus 7 should be 64. Minus 50 is equals to X. What is 64 minus 50? That's 14. X is equal to 14. So it means the number of students that did both are 14. So this X in this middle here will be 14. So if I should actually draw another Venn diagram, for example, similar to what I have up, let me draw one Venn diagram here. It means those in the middle here will be 14 students. So I'm going to, if I minus 16 minus 14 for the books, this is books, don't forget, and this is TV. So if I minus here 16 minus 14, it means it's only 2 students that read book alone without touching television. And then in this other side, 41 minus X for the TV, it will be 41 minus 14, which is 17. Oh, sorry, 27. So 2 students read book alone, 27 students watched TV alone, but 14 of them did both. And there are 7 that did not do anything at all. If you add up all these numbers, 2 plus 14 plus, you are going to get 50 students. All right. So that is basically how Venn diagram works. So in my next example, I'm going to give more complex examples on Venn diagrams.